Hey everybody, I just wanted to send out a quick message to you all about a couple of things coming up. The first one being our 2x4 challenge for March 24th. For those of you that are new to our club, we've done this for the last couple, maybe 3 years, where we've said take a construction grade 2x4 and turn and make something out of it. And that's going to be our challenge for March. And I hope that people will get involved in this and give it a shot. Now, there are some pretty simple rules, and I know that there are some of you that like to skate the envelope just a little bit. So I want to try to clear that up and make sure that you understand what the basic rules are. It has to, one, be a 2x4 that is a construction grade 2x4. You can use as little or as much of it as you choose. Somebody asked during the meeting the other day, does it have to be a 96-inch 2x4? Well, that's what we've done in the past, but I made the mistake when somebody said, can it be more than one, of saying yes. So my biggest fear is that John Talaferro is going to go to Meeks tomorrow and buy a pallet of 144 sticks of 2x4 lumber and come in with a 8x8 foot bowl. But just use a little common sense there and know that, try to understand the spirit of the rule. The second rule is it cannot be a hardwood. In being a construction grade 2x4, it needs to be whatever you would find at Meeks or Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever you buy your 2x4 construction grade lumber. That's going to be something like spruce or fir or pine, one of those softwoods. The intent here is to have fun with something that we don't normally turn, and a softwood is something you don't normally throw on the lathe. The next rule is it can be amended or added to. You can put other materials with it. It probably best thought would be at least 50% of it be that 2x4. If you want to color it, if you want to dye it, paint it, stain it, whatever you want to do there. If you want to use wood burning, if you want to add hemp rope to it, if you want to put cabochons on it, if you want to put silver dollars on it, whatever you want to do, let your creative mind run with this and have fun with it. It doesn't have to be a bowl or a vase. It can be anything under the sun. We've had some really unique items over the last few years, and we don't want to stifle that creativity. That's the reason for the 2x4 challenge. Go out and Google it, and you'll see where there have been other flat work 2x4 challenges where folks have had fun with it. I want to make sure when I look at my notes here, it does have to involve turning. Obviously, we're a turning club, but it does not have to be all turned. So in other words, back to it doesn't have to be a bowl or a vase. We've had all kinds of things come in. You can use part of the 2x4 for a structure. You can use half of the 2x4 for the turning. You can use, again, as little or as much of that 2x4 as you want. Okay? Now, the second thing that I want to talk to you about is turning tops for the fair. At this last meeting, we discussed this, and by building up a supply or a storehouse of tops for the Ozark Empire Fair, it probably will help us in our manpower situation, where we feel like we're all the time on the run. And when you've got 4 or 5 folks lined up, and a lot of them kids, waiting on a top, you really don't get a whole lot of time to visit. So part of the incentive for that is to help us build that repository, not suppository, remember, of tops for the fair. I know that there were several hands that went up, said that you were interested in this, and John Trainer has offered a $250 prize that we're going to break up into 5 months. Each month that you bring in 5 tops, you get a raffle ticket. If you bring in 10 tops, you get 2 raffle tickets. If you bring in 15 tops, 3 raffle tickets. You get the idea. So if you want to bring in 100 tops, you're going to get, I have to take my shoes off, 20 tickets. Okay? Then in March, we'll have a drawing for a $50 gift certificate to the Rosewood Shop out in Halltown. Now, for those of you that don't know, Mike and Denise have been sponsors of the club for quite some time. They have everything you could possibly want for wood out there. They've got exotic woods to native woods, domestic woods, and some green, some dry. It's just a great place to go visit. Then the second thing, or the second incentive, okay, I lost my train of thought there. We're going to have that drawing every month, March, April, May, June, July. Each month, for every 5 tops you bring in, you'll get 1 ticket, and that month we'll draw for a $50 gift certificate. Now, we want you to hang on to those tickets, because at the end of this period, at our July meeting, John Wiedner has also offered $250 to go towards a cumulative ticket or prize to the Rosewood Shop in July. So you've got a chance to win every month $50. That's 5 months. And then you've got a chance in July to win the grand prize. Now, if you have 1 ticket, you know what your odds are compared to having 10 tickets. So turn 5 tops, turn 50 tops, turn 5 tops a month, bring in 5. You know, you see how it builds. We could have some really good growth on our store of tops. So it's going to be a fun project. Keep in mind, as you do this, your tops don't have to be perfect. For those of you that are new, turning a top is a great exercise, and it's a great project to get familiar with your tools. Not every top has to be colored with markers, or doesn't have to be burned with a wood burner. Just something that you know that you would feel comfortable giving a kid. If you want to make small tops, that's fine, but make really good small tops. If you want to make bigger tops, that's fine, but make really good bigger tops. Use your skill set that you have and have fun with that. This is intended, everything we do with the Wood Turning Club is intended to have fun. But again, ultimately what we're doing is we're raising money by the sale of those tops at the Ozark Empire Fair for the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks. So even though there's prize money involved, we don't want to cut any corners. We want to do a good job. So I think it's going to be a great time. I think everybody's going to have fun with it. I know I saw at least 20 or 25 hands that went up that said that you would bring them in. Mike Ilque has told me that he's going to bring in Ziploc bags that we can put 5 tops at a time in, and that just makes it easier for counting and doling out those raffle tickets. On a personal note, I'm going to add a link to the end of this video where I would love for you to go out and watch a video that I've put out on YouTube myself, featuring that Sweetheart Bowl that I brought in last month and how I made it. There's going to be a drawing at the end of that too. So, but you do have to watch it by and enter that drawing by subscribing to the YouTube channel and writing me a comment by midnight the 9th, which if you're seeing this the 9th, it'd be midnight tonight. Anyway, thank you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on the 24th. We'll talk more coffee shops. Any of you that want to volunteer for a coffee shop, shoot me an email and let's get you on the books. See you on the 24th.